Good morning, Harley family. This is Josh from hdflorida.com. We're doing something that I think is extremely exciting today. We get to ride this thing. That's a 2020 Lowrider S. Cannot tell you how long I've waited for this thing to come out. It was one of my favorite bikes of the Dynas. With all the new softail improvements, I've only ridden it from the back of service to here, and I can already tell it's going to be amazing. So without any further, we'll cut to the actual ride. All right, people. Already sweaty, baby. Ooh, sweaty child, I'm sweating now. Sweating in this Florida heat, baby. 2020 Harley-Davidson Low Rider S, 114 motor. So with this model, they've made a few changes based on the Dyna Lowrider S and the new Softail Lowrider. So the rake angle has been brought in 2 degrees. From the Lowrider's 30, the Lowrider S is 28. So that'll give you some nimbler feeling handling in addition to the inverted front forks. I'm expecting this ride to be, insane. The old Lowrider S's, the Dyna Lowrider S, handled great with the Harley cartridge system from the factory. I'm expecting this, like the new Softail frame, all those changes, the super rigid drivetrain in this. This is just going to be amazing. That's what I'm fully expecting, to have a great time riding this motorcycle. So, got a high vis up for safety. Can't be riding dirty up in Pasco County up here. They don't take kindly to that. Got a license plate on the back. Harley does include that smoke taillight too, which is pretty cool. And this riser style handlebar with the kind of tracker, West Coast look. That's how all of my bikes are set up. So I'm expecting this to feel very familiar and super good. And I'm excited to ride it. So let's, I really like the color of the wheels that match the tank graphic. Everybody knows that the Lowrider S, the Dyna, had that kind of mustardy looking gold. It wasn't anybody's favorite color. And I think Harley's learned from that, and now that this like matte bronze, I think they nailed that, and it matches the tank graphic perfectly. So let's just get on it. I'm done looking at it. I want to ride it. Okay. I'm already excited. Oh yeah, buddy. Oh, this feels... This thing feels so solid already. Oh yeah. I am so excited to ride this motorcycle. Traffic, we're gonna stop at the stop sign. Good morning, sir. It's a good look. It's a great look on you. Okay. I want to make a U-turn. Excuse me. Okay. Man, this thing, even at low speeds, just feels planted, like glued to the ground. Yeah, baby. So a couple more of the technical things. The bike is equipped with the factory security system like all of the other Softail models. So that's just a single touch with the key fob. There's the only spot for the key would be right here to lock your forks, which the bike comes with the keys for that. Other than that, and factory ABS, it's a rider's motorcycle. This thing, I'm 6'1", normal build. Didn't adjust the suspension at all. Everything feels great. Oh yeah, like
not even thinking about it, and this thing is just gone. The responsiveness from the there's no looseness, there's no like kind of, when you twist the throttle, it's not like a delayed reaction with like a little bit of the bike having to settle itself in like some of the dynos were. But this thing just wants to go. It's more than willing to take me where I want to be. That's awesome. Okay. Yeah, those brakes work. Those brakes work. Oh, this thing is beautiful. Beautiful. Like the soft, these mid controls. Like I said, I'm 6'1". I don't feel cramped. It feels like I'm like probably just on the cusp of where you would want to be, like 6'1", 6'2", and be comfortable. Any taller and you might feel a little cramped, but that's pretty easily solvable. You can buy a set of forward controls straight out of the book if that's your inclination. Wouldn't be mine though, even if I was taller, because I like having the control to where my weight goes in the corners. But man, always get stuck behind traffic on this road. Yes, Mr. Volkswagen, move out the way, please. Okay, we'll test the brakes here. There you go. Hear the ABS chirp a little bit. It wants to stop you. So this, man, I'm impressed. I had high expectations, and it's hitting them. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. See if I can get into a corner or two. I feel like I'm kind of just thinking about the line I want to take, and the bike's just going there without me really having to ask it. I just thought about leaning in, and the bike just tips over and is like, okay, we'll go. That's cool. We'll lean in. Man, this thing is awesome. This is one fine machine, if I do say so myself. That is awesome. Okay, I need to slow down. This bike just makes me want to ride fast all the time. It's so nice. I was kind of curious about how these stock bars were going to feel. I wasn't sure, but for somebody my size, this is good. Like, I wouldn't need to change these right away, besides for like style, you know. It's like a 4-inch riser. It looks like a 3.5 or 4-inch rise bar. But I'm good with this. Nice. So flickable. Look at this thing, just glides across the road. And then when you ask it to get mean, it gets mean. All right, so I'm about a half hour into the ride now, and starting to notice what everyone probably already suspected, including myself, is that this seat's not the greatest. But you know, it's not designed to be a comfort seat. It's designed to be like a, you know, stripped down, kind of garage built looking custom brawler, you know, that kind of thing. And most people that care about comfort, they'll change the seat on just about anything when they buy it anyway. So, and that's what I would do for this, because I would put a 2-up seat on here, but you know, that's me. So this, it's not a quarter fairing. A quarter fairing is bigger than this. It's kind of like a speed screen. A lot of people will say it doesn't do anything, but in my experience riding bikes with the same, you know, front end, my Fat Bob doesn't have anything. I put a regular headlight on it and everything. This bike, the speed screen, it's not necessarily blocking wind, except from like right here, like it's like top of my stomach, bottom of my chest type deal. But I would say that it smooths the air as it comes across, like through the motorcycle, and makes it just generally nicer to get hit by the wind. It's not as kind of slappy, if that makes sense. In my experience, I've ridden a Lowrider S, a Dyna Lowrider S on the highway before, and it looks like if it's not exactly the same windscreen, then it's pretty close, like nearly the same. But that's kind of the function of this thing. It doesn't really remove any of the wind. The wind hits it and kind of rolls around it, and it comes at you in a more uniform, smooth way instead of kind of, you feel a lot less like slappiness, which I prefer, because it doesn't do any. A lot of the times the bigger fairings will kind of throw wind at the sides of your helmet and make everything real loud and obnoxious, which I'm not a fan of. I'd rather just use no fairing and and deal. But this speed screen is probably my favorite fairing that comes on any of the bikes, as far as how much more comfortable it makes me on the ride. Guess now is as good a time as any to talk about the instruments. Just by pressing this one button, you cycle through, you got total mile, an A trip, B trip, estimated fuel range, a clock that you can set, and then over in the corner here is a gear indicator, a digital gear indicator, and then just an analog tack, which I like. I'm a big fan of the analog tacks because they're easier to read than like that digital spread on a lot of the other bikes. Yeah, this thing just wants to give you what you want, I think. Like whenever I think about turning, the bike's just like, okay, let's go. See, it's more of a mental input than a physical one. I don't feel like I have to muscle it around like some of the other bikes. Like, it just wants to go where I'm thinking about going. I don't even have to ask it. It's just there, which I'm a huge fan of. Well, I don't know if I have anything bad to say about it, to be honest with you. Except, I mean, the seat's not my favorite. I mean, you can sit on it, but that's about it. But yeah, this thing's awesome. This bike, man, I'll tell you, what a machine. Don't be surprised if you see me on one of these of my own in the next couple months or so, because I'm definitely thinking about it. So thank you guys for watching. I'll answer as many questions as you have in the comments. Just let me know, and we'll see you next time. Bye.